Okay, here we are looking at another word problem, and we're going to try to encode the text, the words, as algebra. If 7 more than 5 times a number is 11 less than 8 times the same number, what is the number? Okay, so 7 more is adding 7, so plus 7. And then 5 times a number. So let's use n for number. So we have, we'll write down 5 times a number. And 7 more than that is, and is or was or will be, that's always our equal sign. That is 11 less. So 11 less, we got negative 11. 8 times the same number. So let's write 8. And let's write the same letter because that represents the same number. So this, let's see how this looks. We'll reread the problem, see what we think. 5n plus 7, 7 more than 5 times a number, and that's equal to 8 times n minus 11, 11 less than 8 times n, okay? Does this look okay? If you were to write it out the same way they wrote it, 7 more, plus 7, and then 5 times a number, this 5 is positive, and that's going to be equal to 11 less, and then positive 8n, right? Because they never said it was negative, 8 times the same number. So you could start out with this, but often when there's kind of a arithmetic grammar or math grammar, where if you have a variable, we put that before any constants, and then if the variable has an exponent, then that goes further to the left, and the number with the highest exponent is the furthest to the left. So we could reorder this, put it in a new order, as 5n plus 7. And that's going to be equal to 8n minus 11. So it doesn't matter too much how you order these at first, but eventually you'll get in the habit of putting them into grammatical math order. But now we're going to solve for n, which means we have to isolate n, which means we're going to use inverse operations. And that is a search term. Take that to Khan and search for inverse operation, or you can do algebra word problems. Algebra word problems. And what else? These are integer word problems. Integer word problems. Something like that. Integers are whole numbers. They include 0 and also negative numbers. So that will give you pretty much everything they've got. So when we are solving for a variable like this, we want to combine like terms. Did I say that yet? No. So combine like terms. So like terms is another search word you can use, a search term. You could take it to Khan and type in like terms and learn more about it. You can watch videos in different languages about it or find problems just to solve, and that may help. Anyway, so we've got n's on both sides, right? So we know we can combine anything with an n. We've got 5 of them here and 8 of them here. And then we've got constants or numbers, right? And that's just regular math that we've always done, okay? So we had to follow the rules of algebra. Let me uncircle those. I'll bring out a new color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 5n from both sides. First, we want to group everything together, right? And by using inverse operations, here we have plus 5n, so we're going to do minus 5n. And whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So this negative 5n is going to annihilate the positive 5n, leaving 7. And so we'll have 7 is equal to whatever this becomes. 8n minus 5n, I think that leaves 3n minus 11. And then all we have to do is get rid of that 11 on the 3n, and we can go ahead and move in and isolate the n. So in order to get rid of the negative 11, I think we should just throw in a positive 11, and we have to do that to both sides. And positive and negative 11, they annihilate each other, leaving 3n. And 7 plus 11 here is 18. And 18 is going to be equal to 3n. And all we have to do here is continue down. N is being multiplied by 3. So we're going to take the inverse operation, which is division. And we will divide this by 3. And if we divide this side by 3, we're going to also divide this side by 3. And this is the fun canceling out part. 3 divided by 3 is 1, which leaves 1n, which we normally just write n. And then 18 divided by 3 is 6. So now we know what n is. And if we plug this n back in up here up above, we can see if we got this right or not. So let's see if we put a 6 here and a 6 here. 5 times 6 is 30 plus 7. That would be 37, right? 30 plus 7 is 37. And is that equal to 6? 8 times 6 is 48 minus 11. And I think that is 37, which is equal to 37. So we can say with confidence that that's the correct answer, 37, because it's equal to itself. And that means that our answer here, n, is equal to 6. And let's see, type in the right number. What I'd like you to do is pause the video and try this problem on your own.